Late one Halloween night, I decided to satisfy my fast food cravings and pulled into the empty McDonald's drive-thru. The static-filled intercom crackled to life, and a low, eerie voice greeted me. It wasn't the typical cheerful employee. As I ordered my meal, the voice grew more sinister. It described my car, my appearance, and even my thoughts. Panic set in as I realized that this couldn't be a mere prank. I demanded to see the manager, but received no response. "I demand to speak to your manager. You creep!" When I reached the window to collect my order, I saw a figure with hollow, glowing eyes. Its twisted grin sent shivers down my spine. "Keep the change." I grabbed the bag and sped away, but in the rearview mirror, I saw the figure still standing at the window, watching me as I disappeared into the night. After that horrifying experience at the McDonald's drive-thru, I couldn't shake the feeling that something had attached itself to me. The sinister voice and the haunting figure haunted my thoughts day and night. No matter where I went or how far I drove, I could feel its presence, like an ominous shadow lurking just out of sight. When I got home, I tried to convince myself it was all in my head, that the late-night drive-thru had played tricks on my tired mind. But as the days passed, the paranormal activity escalated. Objects would move on their own, doors slammed shut with a deafening force, and my dreams were plagued by the same hollow eyes that had stared at me from the McDonald's window. Desperate for answers, I consulted a paranormal investigator. She examined the house and confirmed my worst fears. The entity from the drive-thru had followed me home. It was malevolent, feeding off my fear and growing stronger by the day. The investigator performed a cleansing ritual, attempting to banish the entity from my life. But as she chanted, the entity fought back, manifesting itself as a chilling breeze that encircled us. It whispered menacing threats into our ears, promising that it would never let go. Over weeks of battling this malevolent force, the entity's presence became increasingly oppressive. It would appear as a shadowy figure in the corners of my vision, its voice a constant, tormenting whisper. I couldn't escape it. Eventually, I decided to confront the entity head-on. Armed with sage, holy water, and the investigator, I ventured into the heart of the darkness. In a climactic showdown, we forced the entity to reveal its true form, a grotesque, nightmarish creature with elongated limbs and blood-red eyes. With every ounce of strength, we banished the entity from my life. It shrieked in agony as it vanished, leaving a trail of misery in its wake. Though the McDonald's drive-thru nightmare had scarred me deeply, I had finally rid myself of the malevolent entity that had attached itself to me. But the experience served as a grim reminder that the supernatural can intrude into our lives when we least expect it. And the battle against such entities can be a terrifying and relentless ordeal. With the malevolent entity banished, a heavy weight lifted from my shoulders, and the haunting darkness that had engulfed my life began to recede. I could finally breathe a sigh of relief, knowing that the sinister presence from the McDonald's drive-thru was gone. The investigator and I decided to research the history of that particular McDonald's location, hoping to uncover why such a malevolent entity had taken root there. It turned out that decades ago, the land had been the site of a tragic accident that claimed the lives of several employees during a late-night shift. The souls of those who had met a gruesome end that night were said to have never found peace. With this newfound knowledge, we reached out to a local spiritual medium who specialized in helping lost souls cross over. Together, we held a solemn ceremony at the McDonald's drive-thru, honoring the memories of those who had perished. We offered prayers and condolences, and the medium channeled their spirits, guiding them towards the light. As the last of the trapped souls found peace, a palpable sense of tranquility settled over the once dreaded drive-thru. The oppressive atmosphere dissipated, and the McDonald's employees reported no further paranormal occurrences. In the months that followed, I could finally return to my normal life without the constant dread of being followed by a malevolent entity. It was a hard-earned victory, a reminder of the real and chilling forces that can manifest on Halloween night and beyond. The McDonald's drive-thru nightmare had forever changed me, leaving me with a profound appreciation for the unknown and a cautionary tale to share. It serves as a chilling reminder that even in the most mundane of places, darkness can lurk, waiting to test our resilience and belief in the supernatural.